Thank you. May be seated. Ruby, could we go off the record just a minute? I'll call, and then we'll start. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 2 a.m. initial appearance calendar for March 22nd, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. I now need to read a victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right, we are going to go ahead and start with Heidi Avakian and then Carlos Juarez, please. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Heidi Avakian.
And Ms. Avakian, what is your date of birth?
December 15th, 1980.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because you were arrested on charges of robbery, a Class 4 felony, organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony, 3 counts of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, and 3 counts of disorderly conduct, fighting, a Class 1 or all Class 1 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause for those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So I'm not appointing you an attorney this morning. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30, March 30th at March 30th at 1:30 p.m. and March 31st at 8:30 a.m. all in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Okay. Because you were on release in your case CR 2025-14479, 5 on the date of offense for your new felony charges, I am holding you non-bondable on your new charges.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Carlos Juarez, please, and then Nicholas Gruley.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Carlos Juarez.
And Mr. Juarez, what is your date of birth?
10/31/01.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Accidentally.
Or assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 3 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, criminal damage, a Class 6 felony, and assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including alcohol and drug testing, as well as electronic monitoring. You're not allowed to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You're also going to need to obey the terms of any order of protection that has been issued or may be issued. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence.
All right.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Yes,
So
sir.
you're saying my bond is $25,000?
A secured appearance bond, yes.
So so how long am I staying here?
Well, so
It's because I don't have that kind of money.
Okay.
I'm broke.
So your next court date is March 27th at 8:30. If you are still in custody on March 27th, you will be transported for that hearing, okay? At that hearing, you can ask.
So I'm not getting out?
No, well, I set that secured appearance bond. Again, based upon the information contained in the Form 4, you threatened the victim with a kitchen knife and struck the allegedly...
That's false.
Okay.
Ma'am.
And allegedly struck the victim multiple times in the face.
No.
So I did appoint you an attorney, and you can talk to the attorney about any defenses you believe you may have, okay?
Yeah, no, but ma'am, I just defended myself. He hit me first, and I just hit him back one time.
Oh, okay. So that's one of the things that you can talk to your attorney about. I did appoint you an attorney, but right now, based upon the information contained in the Form 4, I'm going to leave that bond set. So go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork for you, okay?
All righty, so I won't be getting out today?
Not today,
All
not
right.
unless you post that bond.
Oh, no, that's too much money, man.
Nicholas Garule and then Carlos Samoya. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Nicholas Gurley.
And Mr.
Gurley.
What is your date of birth?
January 7, 1994.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested on charges of unlawful imprisonment, a Class 6 felony, assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct fighting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So you may, so I'm not appointing you an attorney this morning, but you may of course retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including alcohol and drug testing, as well as electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You're also going to need to obey the terms of any order of protection that has been issued or may be issued. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Carlos Samoya, please. All right, sir. All right, go ahead, state your name.
Carlos Amayoa,
And what is your date of birth?
12/13/2000.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the Pima County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is a failure to appear warrant, and it is dated March 12th of 2026. And it appears from the teletype that the underlying offense is aggravated DUI. In that matter, I am indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing if one has not already been appointed for you. That hearing will be in Pima County Superior Court on March 25th at 8:30 a.m. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to that hearing on March 25th, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Steph. Yes.
My question would be that I have a court date because I filed a motion for this failure to appear. I'm stressing out about it. I just want to see if I can appear virtually if I'm here because I'm not going anywhere. I decided to stay.
Okay. So if you are still in custody, Pima County can come for you. So if you have filed a motion in Pima County, I mean, you might want to reach out to your attorney in Pima County, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's tomorrow morning, so.
What's tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning at 8:30, I was supposed to be in Tucson.
Okay, so
Pima.
for the case that this failure to appear case,
DUI.
it's March 25th, so today is the 22nd.
Okay, that's what it says there?
So yeah, so you've got, well, I don't know if you have different information as to when you are supposed to be in Pima County than I do.
Okay.
All right. Based upon so I get my date calculated off seeing you on this failure to appear warrant. If you had other pending hearing dates in Pima County, I won't know about those, okay? So I'm giving you this date based upon me seeing you this morning on this failure to appear warrant. All right? All right. Go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork for you. Nicole Adkins, please, and then Victor Gonzalez. All right, go ahead, state your name.
Nicole Elizabeth Atkins,
And Ms. Adkins, what is your date of birth?
4/28/1982.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because you were arrested today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, criminal trespass, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and possession of prescription drugs, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on parole, so you would need to contact your parole officer within 24 hours.
How about I do that?
Within 24 hours of your release.
When am I released?
In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your parole officer within 24 hours.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Victor Gonzalez, please.
Hello.
Hi. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, go ahead, state your name.
March 19, 2001, Victor Gonzalez.
All right, sir, you are here. You are here because the Mhm. Because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. This direct complaint alleges that on or about October 15th, 25, you possessed or used narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and then on or about October 15th of 25, you committed the additional offense of shoplifting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney. I do have a question. And I'm going to ask this based upon your striped top, and it looks like you're wearing a wristband as well. Are you in custody on a different matter as well?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that you are. Okay. All right. So in this direct complaint matter, I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In this direct complaint matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. Now, in the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Eric James, please, and then Dante Johnwell.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Eric Foster James Jr.,
And Mr. James, what is your date of birth?
March 26, 1994.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your case CR 2025-145718. In that matter, a decision should already have been made about whether or not you are entitled to have an attorney appointed for you. So I'm not making that decision again this morning. Now, last time you were in front of the initial appearance court, you were given court dates and you didn't show up. Are you going to show up this time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and set hearings on April 6th at 8:30 and April 9th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you to pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates. That was not sufficient to get you to appear last time. So this time, I'm also requiring electronic monitoring, okay?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
giving you one more chance, and I would suspect that whoever sees you next, if you don't go this time, will set a bond, okay? All right. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Dante Johnwell, please, and then Jason Amos. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Dante Johnwell.
And Mr. Johnwell, what
you about that.
All right. Thank you. May be seated. All right. Good morning. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 5 a.m. initial appearance calendar for March 22nd, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. I now need to read a victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right, we are going to go ahead and start this morning with Tanya Hall, please, and then Jennifer Samsel. All right, Ms. Hall, go ahead, state your name.
Tanya Marie Hall,
And Ms. Hall, what is your date of birth?
9/13/85.
Thank you. All right, you are here on two matters. We're going to go ahead and talk about your Yavapai County Superior Court matter first, and then we'll talk about your new charges. All right, you are here because the Yavapai County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in their matter. The date of that warrant is July 8th of 2021, and their matter is CR 2021-80373. In that matter, I am indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing if one has not already been appointed for you. And I am setting a hearing on March 25th at 8:30 in the Yavapai County Superior Court. In that Yavapai County failure to appear matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. Now, you are also here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of escape, second degree, a Class 5 felony, and shoplifting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. You were also arrested on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Based upon the limited information that I have in front of me this morning, I'm not finding probable cause for those drug violations. It doesn't mean that those violations are dismissed, and formal charges may nevertheless be filed for those violations. However, as I stated, I am finding probable cause for the felony escape as well as the shoplifting, the misdemeanor shoplifting. I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30, March 30th at 1:30 p.m., and March 31st at 8:30 a.m. All of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Because you were on release in your Yavapai matter on the date of offense for your new felony charge, I am holding you non-bondable in your new matter. All right, go ahead, step the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Jennifer Sampson, please. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Jennifer Samsel,
And Ms. Samsel, what is your date of birth?
11/17/1968.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because
Excuse me.
Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon your failures to appear in your matter CR 2025-118171 and CR 2024-131012. In both of those matters, the court should already have made a determination about whether or not you are entitled to have an attorney appointed for you. So I'm not making that decision again this morning. In both of those matters, I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting secured appearance bonds in each matter in the amount of $2,500 in each case. Now, you are also here because the Apache Junction Municipal Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in their matter stemming from an initial charge of driving with a suspended or revoked license. That failure to appear warrant was issued by the Apache Junction Municipal Court on October 2nd of 2025. In that matter, I am indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing for limited representation regarding the bond issue only because I am setting a $50 secured appearance bond in that Apache Junction Municipal Court matter. I'm also setting a hearing on March 25th at 8:30, again in the Apache Junction Municipal Court. All right, if you go ahead, step to the left, officer will have paperwork for you in all three cases. All right, John Quinones, please, and then Nikki Pollock. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
John Crisanto Quinones, 8/26/83.
We go a little slower on your date of birth.
8/26/83.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2023-140925, CR 2022-119052, and CR 2024-144944. In each of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in each of those matters, I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 23 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In your 22 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. And finally, in your 24 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond again in the amount of $100. Now, you are also here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, that's a Class 4 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your new matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. Now, in the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. You also need to go make sure you go to all your hearings, okay?
Sure.
All right, go ahead, step left. Officers have your paperwork. Nikki Pollock, please, and then Clarissa Arvayo. All right, Ms. Pollock, go ahead, state your name.
My name is Nikki Pollock.
And what is your date of birth?
July 5th, 1976.
All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2024-105909. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your probation case in the amount of $500. Now, in the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Make sure you go to your hearings. All right. If you are unable to post your bond, you will be transported.
I'm indigent.
All right.
If I may take just one moment of your time and explain just one small thing about why my case is the way it is right now. Because of health reasons, I had to leave a program I was doing that was required by the court. I did the first part, sorry, I have brain damage. The word is detox that is required now to get placed into the drug program that I am required to do, and I should be there right now. I had to leave for my own health. I was only there a few days in the actual, the word is, it's a group home. It's residential. I had to leave because they would not, these people were very incompetent. They were uncaring. They were unqualified to be there at night. I couldn't breathe. They hadn't given me Benadryl for my allergies for days. This had been going on for days. I can barely breathe. At night, I was leaving my door open. My husband-to-be, he was leaving his door open in the hall, so he would make sure I could breathe. And they wouldn't allow that. They were saying the rules stated they had to have the door shut. It wasn't in the rules. And he was making sure I could breathe. They wouldn't allow me to call 911 or go to a hospital. They wouldn't allow me to leave my room unless they left the building and signed out of the program. I tried to stay there, but in the end, I was having so much trouble breathing, and with anxiety, they finally took my blood pressure. It was 175 over almost 150 when she cut the little cuff machine off, so it wouldn't even prove that that was going to be one of the final results that proved that was it. And then they refused to take it again for over half an hour to try to get it to calm back down. It was almost that high, and they would still not allow me. They were on the phone, the lady in there only called the other woman from the other house, the sister house, because they watch each other's cameras for their own safety as they do the bed checks.
Okay.
I had to leave, and if you could please get me back into that program.
Okay, I understand that you have a lot to say,
and
I have appointed you an attorney.
I need to get back into the program for my own.
Okay, so these are things that you are going to need at this point to talk to your attorney about. Okay, so go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork for you.
Okay, there's no way you guys can just let me go back into the program because I shouldn't even be in any violation right now because I'm complying
you can
with
talk
the
to your,
terms of my sentence.
You can talk to your attorney about that, and you can talk to the judge about that when you see the judge at that hearing on the 27th, okay?
Okay, so basically, I'm being
I am setting...
found guilty of something
I am setting
before I am able to show that I was in compliance.
Okay, so ma'am, at this point, a petition to
understand.
revoke your probation...
See, I don't understand why I had this warrant.
Okay,
Because I
ma'am.
was complying with
Based
the
upon the
term.
allegations in the petition to revoke your probation, a warrant was issued for your arrest. I am affirming the bond on that warrant. So if you go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork with your dates, times.
So there's nothing I can do at this point, ma'am? Okay, I just want to be clear, I have brain damage. Wow, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
All right, Clarissa Arvayo, please, and then David Huang. All right, Ms. Arvayo, go ahead, state your name.
Clarissa Celeste Arvayo,
And Ms. Arvayo, what is your date of birth?
7/10/96.
All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case, CR 2025-000431. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release, and also make sure you go to those hearings on the 27th, okay? All right, go ahead, step to left. All right, David Huang, please, and then Ricky Rathjen. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
David Wong,
And Mr. Huang, what is your date of birth?
April 26, 1984.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of taking contraband into a correctional facility, a Class 2 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on April 6th at 8:30 and April 9th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning to pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates. In your case, they're also going to do electronic monitoring. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork. Ricky Rathjen, please, and then Mboa McDaniel. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Ricky Lynn Rathjen,
And Mr. Rathjen, what is your date of birth?
5/18/89.
All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of disorderly conduct, fighting a misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney, so I'm not appointing you an attorney this morning. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on April 8th at 8:30 in the McDowell Mountain Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing. If you don't go to that hearing, a warrant may issue for your arrest. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You're also going to need to obey the terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been issued or may be issued. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you're an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence, okay?
Okay. I do have horses on the property that I do need to take care of. I guess I need to make other arrangements
You need to
for
make
that.
other arrangements for that.
Okay, yes,
All
ma'am.
right, at least until you talk to the judge next on April 8th, okay?
April 8th.
April 8th. Go ahead, step left. Mboa McDaniel, please, and then Kevin Leone. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Mboa McDaniel,
And
12/12/06.
all right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of criminal damage, Class 5 felony, and resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on April 6th at 8:30 and April 9th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning on your own recognizance. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Kevin Leon, please, and then Gregory Chavez. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Kevin Palomino Leon,
And Mr. Leon, what is your date of birth?
05/22/2005.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on 3 counts of possession of a prohibited weapon, a Class 4 felonies. I did find probable cause for those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on April 6th at 8:30 and April 9th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning on your own recognizance. You do need to go to those hearings. If you don't go to those hearings, a warrant may issue for your arrest, okay?
All that information is in the paperwork?
All that information is in the paperwork.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, and I should have mentioned no contact with any co-defendant.
Sorry, what was that?
No contact with any co-defendant. All right?
Thank you.
Gregory Chavez, please, and then Andres Carrillo Herrera. All right, Mr. Chavez, go ahead and state your name.
Gregory Chavez,
And Mr. Chavez, what is your date of birth?
6/8/92.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here because the Arrowhead Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is a post-adjudication failure to pay warrant, and it is dated October 27th of 23. Due to the nature of this matter, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this morning. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on April 7th at 2 p.m. in the Arrowhead Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing. If you don't go to that hearing, another warrant may issue for your arrest. I know that this is an older warrant, but you need to show up and get it taken care of because you've been here for almost 14 hours now. And
Yes.
that's just at this facility.
Yes, ma'am.
All right? Show up, get it taken care of. Don't come back and see me.
Yeah, I just got out of prison like 2 months ago, so I've been incarcerated for a while, so
Well, certainly don't come back and see me then.
absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
Andres Carrillo Herrera, please, and then Daniel Fernandez. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Andres Carrillo Herrera,
And Mr. Carrillo Herrera, what is your date of birth?
09/19/2001.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on 1 count of possession of a prohibited weapon, Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on April 6th at 8:30 and April 9th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning on your own recognizance. You do need to go to those hearings. If you don't go to those hearings, a warrant may issue for your arrest. You're not to have any contact with any co-defendant, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
Daniel Fernandez, please, and then Paul Clark. Oh, wait, just Daniel Fernandez. All right, Mr. Fernandez, go ahead, state your name.
Daniel Nicholas Fernandez,
And Mr. Fernandez, what is your date of birth?
04/22/1996, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of obstruction, refusing to provide true name, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that. Because of the nature of that charge, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this morning. However, you may have always retained an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on April 7th at 9 a.m. in the Peoria Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then based upon your promise here, I'm going to go ahead and release you this morning on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing. If you don't go to that hearing, a warrant may issue for your arrest, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork.
You have a good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, we do have 2 house calls this morning. Our first house call is Paul Clark. Mr. Clark is unable to be with us this morning because he is unable to function for purposes of appearing here in court this morning. Mr. Clark's date of birth is August 2nd of 1990. Mr. Clark is here because he was arrested yesterday on charges of disorderly conduct, fighting a Class 1 misdemeanor, and consuming liquor in public, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. Due to the nature of those charges, he's not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for him this morning. However, he can, of course, retain an attorney at his own expense to represent him. My intention at this point is to release Mr. Clark on his own recognizance, so I am setting a hearing on April 7th at 9 a.m. in the Peoria Municipal Court. That changes after I talk to Mr. Clark in-house. I will update my written order in that case. All right, our next house call is Leslie Torres Cuevas. Ms. Torres Cuevas' date of birth is November 16th of 1999. Ms. Torres Cuevas is unable to be with us this morning because she was uncooperative, so I will be seeing her in-house as well. Ms. Torres Cuevas is here because she was arrested yesterday on charges of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, and assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing her an attorney. I am setting hearings on March 27th at 8:30 and March 31st at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In Ms. Torres Cuevas' matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. In the event she is able to post that bond and secure her release, she would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including electronic monitoring. All right, that does bring us to the end of our 5 a.m. initial appearance calendar, and we are going to go ahead and stand adjourned until 8 a.m., and we are off the record.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. Thank you. Is the county attorney going to be virtual, or is she?
She's on Teams right now.
Okay, okay. I thought she was going to come in. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Again, good morning, everyone. This is the 8 a.m. Initial appearance calendar for March 22nd, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Before I call people to the podium, I'd like to read the victim rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect, the right to a speedy trial, the right to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who was convicted of causing you loss, If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. And with that, can I have Ashton Frias come to the podium, please? And if I can have Paul Pritchett come to the chair next to the door.
Great point.
All right, sir, good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Ashton Frias, April 1st, 2003.
Thank you very much. For this matter, I think the county attorney, the deputy county attorney is present from the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Are you, Ms. Gunn, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Frias, you are here on... Ms. Gaunt, let me ask, can I go through the PC findings and then you can make your, would you then make your request, or do you want to do it on the front end?
You can do the charges first. That's fine, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of ag DUI as a class 4 felony, one count of ag DUI as a class 6 felony, that is for a driving with a passenger under the age of 15, one count of endangerment, one count of DUI of 08 or higher, .08 or higher, and one count of a DUI to the slightest degree. As to all counts, I have found that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney in your matter. Your next court date is a status conference on April 6th, followed by a preliminary hearing on April 9th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. Before I get to your release conditions, I'd like to hear from the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is asking to seal the Form 4 because it contains personally identifiable information regarding the minor victim.
I have reviewed it as well, and I am going to be granting that the Form be sealed. If I can have your patience here, I've got to click some buttons. Here. Do I go here? IA detail. Go back to the edit. Give me the option. Here. Yes. Okay. And then save. And resign. Yes. And go ahead and resign it on your person. Perfect. We're good to go. Good. All right, Ms. Gunn, I have gone ahead and ordered that the Form be sealed. I have also taken the appropriate actions to have that Form 4 sealed on the court's end as well. With that said, do you wish to be heard on release conditions?
Your Honor, I provided the court with a written recommendation. I don't have anything to add to that form. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, sir, we're going to have to talk about your release conditions here. The court has taken into consideration the state's recommendation. I've also taken into consideration the fact that you do not have any prior felony convictions. You have one conviction. From what the court sees, it's a misdemeanor DUI conviction, and and then the driver's license expenditure, the alleged driver's license expenditure stemmed from that misdemeanor DUI conviction stemming from the city of Chandler. I have also read and taken into consideration the victim's statement. In this matter, and the recommendation from the pretrial services. As such, the court is going to order that you be released to pretrial services today. You're going to be released to pretrial services with alcohol monitoring. You're going to get, as part of the paperwork that you're going to get, it'll give you all the information that what you have to do after you're released to contact pretrial services. Make sure you do so. Your first call tomorrow morning, Monday morning, should be to pretrial services. They will then also set you up on a schedule to do your alcohol testing, which usually involves providing urinalysis samples for the alcohol. I understand that you're going to be starting a new job here on the 1st. Is that correct?
Yes, on the 1st.
Okay. I want to give you that opportunity to go ahead and do that and try to move forward from this. There are other release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but they do include that you not possess or consume any alcohol, that you do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and that you do not drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 moving forward until your matter is resolved or until another judicial officer changes my order. So you can't drive, I believe with the individual in that vehicle, you can't drive with them in that vehicle anymore. And that would be a violation of my orders. And you could be subject, if that is discovered, you could be subject to your release conditions being revised, and usually it's going to get worse moving forward. You're going to get a copy of all my orders here, everything that I've talked to you about and things I haven't talked to you about in writing. He doesn't need to sign or do anything for anything else. Okay. If I can have you step to the left, please.
Have a seat to the left.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, if there's nothing else. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Pritchett, to the podium, please. And if I can have Alejandra Elizadale to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Japal Ashanti Pritchett, 10/22/1987, sir.
Thank you very much. 2287. Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of aggravated assault as a Class 4 felony, one count of aggravated assault as a Class 5 felony, one count of criminal damage, and one count of resisting arrest. Both of those are Class 1 misdemeanors. As to all four counts, I have found probable cause to exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on March 27th, followed by a preliminary hearing on March 31st, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court notes the seriousness of the offense and the seriousness of your prior criminal history. With that said, The court has also taken into account that you have strong ties to another state, as well as with possibly have an alternative address as well.
I'm working, excuse me, I'm sorry.
So with that, the court is going to be, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000, $50,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, I'm also going to order that you be equipped with an electronic monitoring device prior to your release. So also known as an ankle bracelet. That's prior to your release. You cannot go back to the scene of the crime, and you cannot have any contact with the alleged victim in this or as the case may be, victims in this matter. To the extent that you guys, that you and the alleged victim or victims live together, you can't go back to the scene. You can't go back to that residence at all. You have to find an alternative residence. And because I'm ordering that, I'm also going to order one civil standby order. And what that is that upon your release, you can contact the local law enforcement of your city or town that you live in, schedule an appointment for them to meet you at your current residence if you also live with the alleged victim in this matter, and they'll give you some time to take out some of your personal belongings and move them to your alternative or alternate residence.
Can you explain the bond? You said $50,000.
It's a secured appearance bond. It's not cash only. So usually the way that secured appearance bonds work is that you put up a small amount down with a bond company, and then the rest is in collateral. When you go back to your cell there, one of the officers here could give you, if they haven't already given you, a list of bond companies that accept collect calls from the jail. And you can call them and make arrangements with them. Usually it's 10% down, and then the rest is in collateral. But, don't quote me on that. Each bond company is a little different. I've indicated some of the release conditions that you are to be bound by. I haven't gone through all of them. All of your release conditions, along with all my orders and all the information I've provided to you here so far today, will be in writing in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left.
Can I please speak?
Oh, please, go ahead.
Please, sir. I understand you went off my prior, sir. I haven't been in trouble since 2017. I work at Wilson Electric. I have 2 disabled kids. She's not even staying in the house, sir. $50,000, I can't come up with that. That's all I'm asking, sir. I mean, I'm willing to take the rest of the punishment. But please, I'm begging you, sir, just hear me out on that. That's all I'm asking, Judge. Everything else I will abide by. You have no problem with me on that. But the $50,000, sir, I can't. I've been doing right. This is my only. I'm not discussing the case.
Yeah.
But none of that.
No, and I'm glad because you never know. I mean, we are recording, so
yes.
I don't want you to possibly make a statement against yourself.
I'm just asking, please.
The priors that I'm talking about, they weigh heavily. I mean, if this was a first offense, that kind of scenario, it could be a different.
Because I haven't been in trouble since 2017, sir.
I'm looking at the fact. I'm looking at 19. I'm looking at 19 prior felony convictions. That's a lot.
I was on drugs.
I'm also looking at the fact that you have there is no extradition hold, but you also have an active warrant out of Florida.
Right, it's a misdemeanor. It's $300 bond.
Yeah, and
I've been here 2 years. Not to cut you off, Judge. Just please hear me out, sir. I'm begging. I've been here 2 years working at Wilson Electric. I haven't caused no problems in your state. This is the first incident. I understand, sir, and I apologize for my criminal history. I was young back then. I'm not trying to do wrong, sir. I'm not.
Your ties to Florida also concern me because,
I'll take the monitor. I'm not trying to leave. My kids are here. I'm not trying to go back to Florida, sir. I'll take the monitor, everything. Just please, the $50,000.
At this point, given the information that I have about the nature of the offense, and when I say, you know, victim, and I said victim originally, but I changed it to plural because, you know, the alleged victim in this matter is also pregnant. So that weighed heavily on the court as well. So with that, your 19 priors, the warrant, strong ties to another state, you're at risk to flee because of the nature of the offense and the nature of the possible consequence here. So I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is on the 27th. That is in about 5 days from now. You could bring this up to your attorney and he or she could put together a different type of motion in writing with the next judicial officer that you're going to see, and then maybe get that reversed. But based on the information I have so far, I understand what you're saying to me, but my orders stand.
Yes, sir.
If I can have you step real up. Thank you. Alejandro Elizadel, please, to the podium. And Mr. Norris to the chair next to the door. Sir, please give me your full name and date of birth.
Alejandro Elizalde, 1/17/96.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today on two different matters. The first is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle as a Class 5 felony and one count of criminal trespass as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause to exist as to those counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court dates are as follows: a status conference on March 27th at 8:30 in the morning, followed by an evidentiary hearing on March 30th at 1:30 in the afternoon, followed by a preliminary hearing on March 31st at 8:30 in the morning, all in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, anytime anyone commits a new offense while they're on release for a pending felony criminal matter, they are considered to be non-bondable. So in your case, in this specific case, because you are on release for another matter, CR 2026-106634, I have to hold you non-bondable on this new matter. So you do not get bond. However, at your evidentiary hearing on the 30th, you could bring this up again with another judge that is specifically geared towards looking at your release conditions again. That was number 11 on the calendar. Number 12 on the calendar is that other case that I just talked to you about. It is also an unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle matter as a Class 5 felony. I haven't appointed a new attorney. I believe that there's one that already exists for you in that case. So I am affirming the presence of your prior counsel on the matter ending in 634. Your next court date is a status conference on March 27th, followed by a preliminary hearing on March 31st, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, you are entitled to a bond, and I have affirmed a prior judge's ruling of the bond in the amount of $1,000. That's a secured appearance bond. Should you be able to provide or post that bond, and should your release conditions change at your evidentiary hearing, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but they're going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please. Thank you. Mr. Norris, to the podium, please. And if I could have Eduardo Serrano to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
LaShawn Norris, 5'6" of 93.
5693?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of 3 different matters. I'm going to go over the older ones first, and then I'm going to go over the new matter after that. Starting from the oldest one, number 6 on the calendar, it's a CR 2021 matter. That is for a probation, a failure to appear warrant. I'm sorry, it is a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing on March 30th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 7 and 15 of your probation. Plus, I see the age of the case and the fact that you've been reinstated multiple times. As such, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. There are additional release conditions that apply. I'm going to talk about those collectively after I go through all your cases. Number 5 on the calendar, that's a that's the CR 2022 matter. That's also for a probation violation warrant, also for a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. Again, it is alleged that you have violated terms 7 and 15 of your probation, and I am affirming in this case a previous judge's bond amount, set bond amount in the amount of $300. That's a secured appearance bond in the amount of $300. And finally, your new matter is a new matter stemming from the, your last matter is a new matter. It is a PF 2026 matter stemming from the North Valley Justice Court for a Class 1 misdemeanor, driving on a suspended license. I have found probable, allegedly, I have found probable cause to exist as to that count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on March 25th at 8:30 in the morning in the North Valley Justice Court. You're going to get the address for that in the paperwork you're about to receive. As to this matter, I have, the court has imposed a secured, what's called a placeholder bond in the amount of $50. So your other 2 matters have a bond of roughly $550 collectively. I don't want you to be sitting in here in the jail and on your new matter and not getting any credit for time served. That's why I put a $50 bond on there, so at least you'll, if you can't post bond on the other matters, at least you'll accumulate credit for time served on your new matter. As such, so that's what I mean by placeholder bond. Again, the attorney at the Justice Court could readily take care of that when you go there or are transported there. For all 3 matters, there are release conditions that I have not gone over with you, but they will be provided in the paperwork you're about to receive. One of the release conditions for all 3 matters is the fact that you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release should you be able to post bond. Again, the rest of them are going to be included in everything else that I've said will be included in writing, including the orders I haven't mentioned to you specifically, if I can have you step to your left. Eduardo Serrano, please, to the podium. And if I could have Jerry Barnes to the chair next to the door.
Great podium.
Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Eduardo Gonzalez Serrano.
And your date of birth?
1993, May 2nd.
Okay, thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of 2 different matters. Both of them are bench warrants. I'm sorry. They are bench warrants for probation violation matters. Both of them are probation violation matters. The first, number 9 on the calendar, ending in 292, is for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Actually, I have appointed an attorney to represent you in both matters. The second matter is number 10 on the calendar, ending in 673. That's for a Class 4 felony as well. So I have appointed an attorney to represent you as to both matters. As to both matters, it is alleged that you have committed terms 1, 4, and 7 of your probation. Your next court date as to both matters is March 30th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, and that's going to be a non-witness violation and possible disposition hearing. As to your first matter ending in 292, I have affirmed a previously set bond. Give me 1 second here. As to your first matter ending in 292, I have affirmed a previously set bond in the amount of $300. That's a secured appearance bond. And in your second matter ending in 673, I have also affirmed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $300. Both of those bonds were set by a previous judicial officer when the warrant was issued, and there's both secured appearance. If I haven't already mentioned it, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by should you be able to post the bond totaling $600 secured appearance bond in both matters. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but the one I would really like to point out and stress to you is that you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. The rest of your release conditions are going to be provided to you in writing along with all the information I've gone over here with you so far today. If I can have you step to your left, please. Jerry Barnes to the podium and Eric Barrios to the chair next to the door, please. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Jerry Jerome Jr. Barnes, May 1st, 2007.
May 1st, 2007. Did you say there was a junior?
Junior, yeah, I'm a junior.
Can we have the record reflect that there's a junior suffix? All right, sir, you are here as a result of a municipal court warrant stemming from the from the El Mirage Superior. Yeah, I give everybody a chance to chat.
Sorry.
Chat with me about the release conditions and whatever they want to hear. I just need to give you a whole bunch of information first.
Okay.
And then we go from there.
Okay.
All right. So you have a municipal court warrant stemming from the El Mirage Municipal Court. It is for they're all Class 1 misdemeanors related to DUI, except there is one count for a reckless driving, and that's a Class 2 misdemeanor. Mm-hmm. I have ordered that an attorney be appointed for you at your next hearing, which is an arraignment hearing on March 30th at 10 a.m. in the El Mirage Municipal Court. Mm-hmm. As to the release conditions in your matter, the El Mirage Municipal Court judge has set a bond in the amount of $250. That's a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. They just want to make sure that you get to your next, you know what? Hold on. I don't think. Yeah, that was the thing. So they just want to make sure that you get to your next court date on the 30th of this month. There are additional release conditions that you must abide by should you be able to post that bond. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but they're going to be in the paperwork you're about to receive. Yes?
Now, what I just wanted to ask you, Judge.
One second.
Okay. So since this is a municipal court warrant, we have to go by the name that was on the warrant specifically on there. If he chooses to add the junior on there, he has to take that on with the court over there.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so your paperwork's not going to reflect the junior, but make sure that they update it in El Mirage.
In the future.
Go ahead.
May I ask you a question, Judge?
Sure.
Every time I was supposed to get a court date or anything, it was never sent to my house. So all those times I was saying failed to appear to court, it's never sent to where I'm living at right now because I was in foster care. So I never got any letters or nothing.
When you were arrested for this, you were not given your next court date?
They said that they would send it to my house, and they never did. We've been waiting. I've been waiting. My mom's been waiting. We've been waiting, just waiting for the mail. We didn't get it.
But now you know your next court
Now
date,
I know mine.
which is
You said March 30th, right?
March 30th at 10 a.m. in El Mirage.
Right.
All right, Mr. Barnes, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. The court has been moved by your argument. I know that sometimes in DUI matters, there is a catch and release program, like when you're fishing, you throw the fish back.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't follow up. They wait for results to come back before they follow up with the prosecution. You are now advised as to your next court date. So I'm going to reprint, and I'm going to amend your release conditions here. And I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today.
Thank you, sir.
If you do not appear, the reason why I'm releasing you is being noted in the sense, I'm going to write a little note, hey, you didn't have notice of your next court dates, that kind of thing. So you can't use that again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so save, print, and I just signed. All right, so there's other release conditions, obviously not to consume any alcohol, not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. The rest of your release conditions are going to be provided, all of your release conditions, including ones I haven't gone over, they're going to be provided to you here in writing momentarily. If you go ahead and take a step to your left, the paperwork will catch up with you. All right, and good luck to you, and please make sure you, oh, I'm sorry, I need to advise you of something else. Because you were potentially going to be in custody, your next court date was March 30th. It has now changed.
Okay.
April 7th. April 7th is your next court date, and it's still an arraignment. April 7th at 8:30 in El Mirage. The address is going to be on the paper.
Oh, paper? Okay,
yeah.
That's all I was going to ask you.
Okay, April 7th.
April 7th.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Eric Barrios, please, to the podium, and Mark Dodd to the chair next to the door.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Eric Barrios, May 21st, 1982.
Thank you very much. All right, sir, you are here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. As to both counts, the court has found that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on March 27th, followed by a preliminary hearing on March 31st, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has taken into account your prior felony history, which involves 9 prior felonies and 4 FTAs. And from what I understand, there's a current active DOC parole warrant as well. So there's a potential hold on you for that anyway. As such, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. I don't know what the release conditions or what's being asked of you from the DOC warrant, but if you're going to be in custody, I'm going to impose a bond so you can be getting credit for this matter as well. There are some other release conditions that you must abide by should you be released on the parole warrant and post this bond. You can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime at all. The rest of your release conditions I'm not going to go over with you today, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Deputy to the left.
Mark Dodd, please, to the podium. And Robert Wells, the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please
Morning.
give me your full name and date of birth.
Mark Edwin Dodd, 3468.
Okay. Thank you. Sir, you're here as a result of a justice court warrant from the Moon Valley Justice Court for a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on March 25th at 8:30 in the morning in the Moon Valley Justice Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court has taken note of the age of the case, which stems from 2018, and the fact that you've been on warrant since 2023. As such, the court has also taken into account the justice court judge's request that you be held on a $500 bond. I am going to reduce that, but I am going to keep a bond, a secured appearance bond, on you in the amount of $250 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, there are other release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over those with you, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about
Man,
to
I've been homeless for like 10 years. I don't have no address, so I don't get no mail.
I get it, but this isn't, unlike the previous matter, which was a new case, you've been to court on this, and this has been around since, you've been back and forth to court on this.
They told me to do the 12 hours community service. I did that, but the church that I did it for closed. So I couldn't get my paperwork from the guy. I did the 12 hours.
Well, I have appointed an attorney to represent. To let the attorney know that you're going to be taken to the justice court here in 3 days. You're going to be getting credit for the days that you're going to be serving as well. Just let your attorney know this, and there's a possibility that this matter will resolve the same day that you get taken to court.
So I'm not getting released?
Unless you post the secured appearance bond of $250.
I don't have money.
Yeah. All right. With that, if I could have you step to your left, please. Get the paperwork. All right. That was Robert Wells, please, to the podium. Good morning, Mr. Wells. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Robert Sherwood Wells, 10/11 of 1989.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here on a new matter stemming from the Desert Ridge Justice Court. It is for one count of DUI as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have ordered that an attorney be appointed to represent you at your next hearing. No, you know what? This is a justice court, so I can appoint an attorney directly. Let me reprint that. All right, save. All right. I am appointing an attorney now to represent you in this matter at the Desert Ridge Justice Court. I did find, if I haven't already said so, I did find probable cause, but this is a new matter, that you allegedly committed DUI. I did find probable cause to exist that you did commit the offense alleged. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on April 6th. April 6th at 1:30 in the afternoon, again, in the Desert Ridge Justice Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court notes the fact that you have no prior felony convictions and there's a DUI, but that was in 2013, so over 10 years ago, and the Form 4 was a bit vague on any allegation of blood alcohol concentration. So with that, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today. There are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over those with you. But they're going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your, we got the new printout?
Yes.
Okay, all right, if I can have you step to your left.
So, to your left.
If I can have Yonan Kasser please to the podium, and Tyler Martin to the chair next to the door. Oh, right in front of that podium. Sir, could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Yes, my name is Yonan Kasir. My birthday is July 18, 1957.
Okay, Kasir. I said Kasir. Sorry for mispronouncing your last name.
It's okay, sir.
All right, you are here as a result of a municipal court warrant from the Goodyear Municipal Court for one count of driving on a suspended license, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of failure to appear as promised. Given the nature of this offense, you are not entitled to court-appointed counsel. However, you can hire an attorney at your own a private attorney at your own expense if you so wish. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on April 8th at 1 p.m., again, in the Goodyear Municipal Court. As to your release conditions, the court has taken into account the recency of this matter. It's not an old matter. It's more of a recent matter, and I feel that unlike some of the other cases that we've had today that have been a little older, yours is a more recent matter. I feel that matters like this can be quickly taken care of if you show up at court when you're supposed to, usually the same day that you're there. And with that, I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance here today, as long as you promise this court that you're going to appear on your own on April 8th, and you're not going to require the assistance of the sheriff's deputies to make sure that you get there. Do you promise the court that you're going to show up on April 8th?
Yes, but I have one issue.
Okay.
I never been to Goodyear.
Okay, well, you know what? Let them know that. Let the judge
I
know
never
that.
been to Goodyear, and my license never been suspended.
Okay, all right. Bring that up with the judge when you see him or her. With that said, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today. There are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over those with you, but they're going to be in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And finally, Tyler Martin, please, to the podium. Sir, good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Tyler Austin Martin, and May 26, 1996.
Okay. All right, sir, you are here as a result of a new matter stemming from the town of Wickenburg. It is for one count of disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and with a DB allegation alleged with it. The court has found probable cause to exist as to the disorderly conduct with the DB allegation. Due to the nature of the offense, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. However, you can hire a private attorney at your own expense if you so wish. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on April 8th. April 8th at 9 a.m. in Wickenburg. As to the release conditions in this matter, the court has taken notice of your history, but it's about 10 years old. It's non-violent and it's non-dangerous offense. And you've also had you've had it set aside. You petitioned the court to set it aside, and you actually had your civil rights, including your gun rights, reinstated.
Yes.
So you know how to do it right.
Yeah,
when you have to. So the court that weighs with the court. So with that said, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today. However, there are very specific release conditions. Obviously, you can't go back to the scene of the crime. There's also the fact that you can't have any contact with the alleged victim in this matter. So, and I know that it.
Well, no, I had a question relating to that.
Let me go through that. Absolutely. Let me go through everything first. The alleged victim is obviously somebody close to you, or allegedly, but you cannot have any contact with her at all. To the extent that you two may be living together, I'm also going to order that because you can't have any contact with her, you can't go back to the residence that you both live at. So I am going to order that you find an alternative residence to reside in. And because I'm ordering that, I'm also going to issue one civil standby order. And what that is, when you get released, you can contact the law enforcement in the city or town that you live in. Have an appointment scheduled with them to meet you at your current residence. They'll give you a little bit of time to take out some of your personal belongings, move them to your alternate address, and this will stay in effect until either your matter concludes, excuse me, or another judicial officer changes my orders. With that said, please.
So I had a question because when I talked to the officer yesterday, when he was bringing me up here, he said that it was the charges weren't against her; it was against the lady I got into an argument with at the motel that we were at. So that's where I'm confused on what, on who the charges are actually against. Because I'm not, there's countless things that happened, but that's what they said. They said, because I even asked her, I was like, so are these charges against my wife? And he said, no, they are not against your wife. They're against the lady that you got in an argument with at the motel. So that's why I'm confused.
I think based on what I'm seeing, the other individual is listed here as a witness. Okay. So, and part of your release conditions are that you not have any contact with the alleged victim or any alleged witnesses in this matter. I think and I don't know where the disconnect may have come from. Yeah. But the other person is just a witness. The alleged victim in this matter is the wife. Yeah, the person that you have a domestic relationship with. So, and so that's why the nature of. Okay, I just wanted to get the. Yeah, no, and I get it. When I was reading the form probable cause statement issued by the law enforcement, I did note that there was a witness and there were two female individuals. So, all right, the rest of your release or conditions I'm not going to go over with you, but they're all going to be included in writing that you're about to receive. Okay. If I can have you step to your left. Thank you. And with that, I don't believe there are any house calls on the calendar. And as such, we are concluded.
Hey, Sarah, just so you know, we've already, over your objection, I'm gonna continue Torella Omana and Emmanuel Ceballos Irigoyen. Pretrial's asking for more time to complete their report. It's gonna be within the 24 hours, so that they can be held for those purposes, and I will note that it's over your objection as, I'm not entirely sure yet if it's gonna be for their benefit or not, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Hey, JL, do we have all the misdemeanors in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is that JP and city?
I'm sorry, who?
Is that justice court and city court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, folks, you are all here for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your release conditions. Before we do that, know that you're presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, I might be appointing you an attorney. When you come before me, I will let you know. If you're here on a Tucson City Court case, this is also the time set for your arraignment. What that means is I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. I'm also going to advise you that I'm advising you now, that if you do not come to court, a warrant can issue for your arrest and trial can go forward in your absence. If you're convicted of trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Lastly, before we go over your charges and conditions of release, know that I've always reviewed information from law enforcement and determined whether probable cause is established. And if you talk to pretrial services, I've reviewed their report. Are you Mr. Bird, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Bird. Sir, I'm seeing you on charges of driving under the influence. I'm going to release you, sir, on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court April 22nd in Marana City Court. All right, sir? April 22nd, 10 a.m., Marana City Court. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Walk back up. 80.
Your name, please, sir.
Aiden Holland.
All right, Mr. Hahn. I'm seeing you on charges from Pima County Justice Court on 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of criminal damage. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court in front of Judge Foreman on April 1st at 10:30 a.m. Understood, sir?
So,
All right, sir, you're excused.
thank you. Anything?
Your name, please.
Wendell Hankins.
Hankins. I'm seeing you on charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and disorderly conduct. Give me 1 second, sir, to review pretrial's report. All right, Mr. Hankins, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court April 1st, 10:30 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera, Pima County Justice Court. Sir, you're ordered to have no unsolicited contact with the alleged victim. That means if she does not want contact with you, you got to leave. No contact with her. Okay, sir?
I understand.
All right, sir. You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you. Herrera.
Your name, please, ma'am.
Rosa Nivia Herrera.
I'm seeing you on charges of extreme driving under the influence. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You're going to have court April 1st in front of Judge Pesquera. That's at 9:30 a.m. All right, ma'am?
Thank you, Honorable Judge.
Okay. You're excused.
Lopez.
Your name, please, sir.
Pedro Lopez Elias.
Mr. Lopez Elias. I'm seeing you on charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. Give me 1 second to review pretrial's report. All right. So I'm going to release you on your promise to appear.
Thank you.
We're going to have court in front of, this is a Miranda case, so I don't know the judge's name. You're going to have court in Miranda, sir, April 22nd, 10 a.m. Sir, I'm going to order that you have no unsolicited contact with the alleged victim, okay? So if whoever the alleged victim is does not want contact with you, you may not have contact with them. Understood?
Yes, thanks, Your Honor.
Your excuse, sir.
Thank you. Valenzuela.
Your name, please.
Savannah Valenzuela.
All right, Ms. Valenzuela, I'm seeing you on charges of 3 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of assault, all DV offenses. Give me 1 second to review report. All right, ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You're going to have court in front of Marana City Court. It's going to be April 22nd, 10 a.m. Ma'am, same conditions, no unsolicited contact with the alleged victims, all right? So if they do not want contact, you got to find somewhere else to go. Understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ma'am, you're excused.
Abdullah.
Your name, please?
Shakir Abdullah.
All right, Mr. Abdullah. I'm seeing you on Tucson City Court charges. Sir, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. You're being charged with domestic violence offenses, criminal, hold on. Criminal damage and disorderly conduct, sir. Give me 1 second, sir. Sir, do you have somewhere else to go besides wherever you were staying prior?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm going to order you, sir, released. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the alleged victim, that you may not return to the victim's residence or workplace or that incident location. If you have belongings there that you need to have, sir, you can return once with law enforcement to retrieve those belongings. You're going to have court April 28th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. All right, sir?
All right.
All right, sir, you're excused.
David.
Your name, please, sir?
Jacob Cho.
Joe, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. You're being charged with interference with judicial order, as well as domestic, as well as DUI. So I'm going to consolidate your civil case into this case. That's AC 260175550. So I'm gonna order that you're released and you promise to go to court. You're gonna have court April 22nd, 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Hale. And so I'm gonna order that you not possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or illegal substances. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You're excused.
Thank you. Crofton? Hello.
So your name, please?
Jalen Crofton?
All right, Mr. Cropton, I'm seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct and assault, both domestic violence offenses. So I'm gonna order you released. You're gonna have court April 28th, 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. Sir, no contact with the victim. You can go back home, but you can't go to the alleged victim's residence or workplace. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I understand that where the incident is alleged to have occurred is your place, so you may go back home. You just cannot go to the alleged victim's residence or work, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, you're excused.
I'm excused?
You're excused, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Johnson?
Your name, please?
Marlon. Marlon Johnson.
Morning, sir. What's your name, please? Oh, Marlon
Marlon.
Johnson? Okay. So I was waiting for your last name there, Mr. Johnson. Marlon, I am seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct. Sir, I'm going to release you and you're promised to go to court. You're going to have court April 22nd, 2 p.m. in front of Judge Bond. Sir, I don't even know if you know who the alleged victims are, but you may not have contact with them. You understand?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to consolidate this with civil charges. Hold on, sir. Is it a B0 or a BC? It's a BC. Thank you. I'm going to consolidate these criminal charges, sir, with civil charges BC 260111955. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Bullet.
Good
Good morning, sir.
morning. Your name, please?
My name's Colin McMenamin.
McMenamin, this is time set for your initial appearance. You're being charged with domestic violence offenses of assault, disorderly conduct. Sorry, 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Sir, I'm going to release you and your promise to appear, but you may not have any contact with the alleged victim. You may not go to her residence or workplace. If you have belongings there that you need, you may
So,
go ahead.
I have a question. So I have she has my cell phone there, so I can't call a police escort to go there to get my stuff or go anywhere, like, period.
Talk to the jail about how you're going to get a police escort when you're released. All right, sir?
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So who should I talk to?
I'm going to let the jail tell you who to talk to, sir. I don't know who you're going to talk to in the jail.
Okay.
Set up with them a police escort before you go back home, before you go to this place to get your belongings, sir, including.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Your next court date, sir, is going to be on April 23rd at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you. And do I get a public defender for this case, or?
Sir, I'm not holding you. If I was to hold you in jail, you'd get a public defender because I'm
Oh,
not
I'm not
holding
talking.
you, because I'm not holding you in jail, sir. You're not entitled to an attorney. If Judge Cranshaw believes that you should be, you can certainly ask him, and he can decide whether that's appropriate or not for the city court cases. Generally speaking, only if you're held on misdemeanors do you get attorneys.
Okay.
So yeah, contact the jail before you leave to get any personal belongings that you need before you go back home. Because if you go back home without calling police and the alleged victims call the police, you will absolutely be arrested again.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, so you're excused.
All right.
You're pleased and not guilty.
Yourself? Morning.
Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Purcell.
Mr. Purcell, I'm seeing you on charges of contempt of court, a domestic violence offense. Give me 1 second, sir. You said blue? Oh. You mean, oh, on the phone? Thank you. All right. Commissioner Purcell, I'm sending you on city court charges for interfering with a judicial order. Before I go over your conditions of release, I understand that there's a alleged victim on the phone who wanted to be heard. If you could unmute yourself, announce your presence, so state your name for the record, and then let the court know what you want the court to know regarding conditions of release. Thank you. If you're having a hard time, *6. We'll unmute your phone.
Can you hear?
Yes, ma'am. So what's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Linda Harper.
Ms. Harper, what did you want the court to know regarding his release conditions?
I would like him to not be released. I've had a restraining order on this man for the last 9 years. Obviously, the meaning of a restraining order, he continues to break it. Ever since he started contacting me again, or my daughter has been waking up with night terrors, like she doesn't feel safe. I guess that's it. Like I don't feel safe. I really wish that he wouldn't be released.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So
Thank you.
the information that I have, sir, is that you are being charged with violating an order of protection. I also get that you are pending felony probation. You are pending felony charges or a probation violation, as well as.
I have not. I have sentencing on the 30th for felony case, yes.
So you're on release for a felony case and you're on misdemeanor probation as well, sir?
I'm not on misdemeanor probation, actually. I'm on felony probation. I was, it's a couple cases that were together. Sorry.
All right, here's the information the court has. You are pending a Superior Court case, CR 2025-2812. You're on felony probation for CR 2025-2811. And I've got information that you're on misdemeanor probation in Tucson City Court for CM 23012366. That's the information the court's been given from pretrial services and the available records this morning.
All right. I have to call them.
All right, sir, given what the victim of the case has stated, given the 3 cases that you're currently pending, I am going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
UPD is appointed.
$1,000 bond to when? I apologize. When's my court date?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh my God. This is not okay. Sorry. This is just messing up my life entirely.
Your next court date is going to be April 1st. At 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Million. No contact with the victims. You can't go to their residence or workplace.
I don't.
I'm just giving you orders, whether you do or don't, sir. I'm just giving you the orders.
This is ridiculous. I can maybe afford. I can't even afford that at all. But maybe like $300 I got from might maybe do it. I doubt it. But I'm.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kezian. That was wise. Sir, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. And with that, you're excused.
Rodriguez, please.
Name, please, sir.
Joe Rodriguez. Joe Christopher Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, I'm continuing on charges of assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and criminal damage. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond. Order no contact of any kind with the alleged victim. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. You're going to have court April 1st, 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Million.
Okay, is there
on your behalf.
What's the reason why I don't get pre-trial release? Right.
I have concerns for the alleged victim safety, sir. If you're released to on your promise to appear, sir. That's why I'm also ordering no contact with the alleged victim. Given the information before us in the interim complaint, the statement of probable cause, are having concerns for the victim's safety. That's why. Your excuse, sir.
All right. Rose.
Your name, please, sir.
Willie Rose.
Mr. Rhodes, I'm seeing you on charges of disturbing the peace, domestic violence, and criminal damage. Domestic violence. Sir, if I release you on your promise to appear and order no contact with the victim, is that going to be a problem?
No, sir.
All right. I'll release
I have
you.
a question.
Sure.
I have a question, Your Honor.
Right.
I was talking to the officer and I was showing him all the information I had on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Okay.
already read the statement of probable cause, so I have found there's probable cause to hold you in the jail on these charges. Given the charges, I'm not inclined to do that. I'm inclined to release you, but it would be best if you didn't say anything else about the facts. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. I'm going to order that you may not go to the alleged victim's residence or workplace. Do you have things there that you need to have? Do you have personal belongings there?
No, sir.
So no contact with the victim of any kind. You're going to have court for Judge Millian on April 28th at 1:30 p.m. That's going to be Tucson City Court. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty on your behalf, sir. And with that, your excuse, sir.
Thank you. Thomas.
All right. Your name, please?
Levi Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, I am seeing you on charges of 2 counts of assault, domestic violence, 1 count of criminal damage, domestic violence, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and then false reporting to a law enforcement officer. Give me 1 second, sir. All right, Mr. Thomas, given the statements in the interim complaint for probable cause, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city PD's office to represent you. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. I'm going to assign this case to Judge Blue in Tucson City Court. And I'm going to set a hearing, sir, on March 31st at 1:30 p.m. where the city PD will help you in these charges, sir. And with that, sir, your excuse. Enter pleas of not guilty.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, thanks.
Never knew any of my charge.
Your name, please, ma'am? Just your name, please.
I'm Torella Omana. I think that's still my name until I get for it.
Sorry, so
It'll be Torella Ray, but right now I'm being tried as Torella Omana. To my knowledge, I have not been divorced yet. My husband has been here, but I haven't.
ma'am, give me 1 second, okay? Just 1 second. Is this supposed to be Nathan Couture? Can't understand what to say. Could be. Hey, Jail, I'm sorry, Jail. Who is this supposed to be?
They have
Torella Omana?
Yeah, I'm Torella Omana.
Yes,
It's
Your Honor, this
my
is Omana.
Ma'am, give me 1
birth.
second. Miss Omana, I'm going to continue this until tonight. You're going to see a judge tonight at 7 p.m. Pretrials ask for more time to reach out to individuals regarding your conditions of release. That will be within the 24 hours that you need to be seen by a judge. So over the defense objection, I'm
Everything that we do,
all right. And because you're here on felony charges, tonight you're going to be appointed an attorney. That attorney is going to help you understand the system. But there's going to be a judge tonight who's going to decide whether or not you're going to be released or held in the Pima County Jail. All right, ma'am? All right, so you're excused for now. The jail will take care of you for the next 10 hours.
When do I come back and see
You'll come
you
back.
every
You'll come back.
judge?
You'll come back tonight at
That's
7 p.m. 7 p.m., ma'am. And you're excused, ma'am.
You take your.
Your name, please.
Consent.
All right, so Latour, I'm seeing you on charges of failing to appear for paraphernalia, and then 7 warrants, sir, regarding criminal trespass and paraphernalia. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond, order you not go to any of the incident locations where you've been trespassed, assign the city PD to assist you in these cases, and set hearing on March 31st at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Mayhew. Enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir, and you are excused.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is the Spanish
Oh my God,
interpreter.
I'm so sorry. I'm still waiting for 45 minutes for him again. Yeah, do I have Spanish speakers?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, you may absolutely be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Interpreter will now disconnect.
All right. Oh.
Right. Great. And people go on, announce things from the day group, so they go. Right? Don't you let people go and say what they want.
Give me 1 second, sir. Hey, JL, do we have all the felonies in the courtroom now?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are here for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your conditions of release. Before we do that, let me go over a few things. You are all presumed innocent. You all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. If you're here on a felony case, I'm going to be assigning you an attorney. You also have an attorney sitting next to you right now to assist you in these proceedings. Before we go further, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'll take argument from both the prosecutor, Peter Goodman, he's present over Teams, as well as your attorney, who's sitting right next to you. If you're here on a misdemeanor case, we'll go over that as well. If you're here on a city court misdemeanor case, this is also time set for your arraignment. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. And be advised, if you fail to appear at a future hearing, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go forward in your absence. If you can visit at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. All right, Mr. Aguirre, is that your name? Ray Aguirre?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
sir. I'm seeing you on charges of unlawful discharge of a firearm in city limits. The state's asking that you be released to pretrial services. That was my inclination. I don't believe that your attorney is going to have any objection. I'm going to release you, sir, to pretrial services. You're going to have court on April 13th, 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. Sir, as far as conditions of release go, you may not have any firearms, and you must surrender any firearms to TPD or PCSO within 24 hours of your release. That's during the pendency of this case, sir. You and your attorney can litigate whether you're entitled to have those firearms back once this case is complete. Understood?
Yes.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Richard?
Your name, please, sir.
Richard Alamina.
All right, Mr. Alameda, I'm seeing you on 2 different cases. Give me a second, sir.
Sure.
Sir, I'm seeing you on 1 charge of robbery and 2 counts of DV assault. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court on both counts. On the felony count, sir, you're going to have court April 13th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is highly unlikely. You will likely have court again. You need to be in touch with an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Give them a call on Tuesday or Wednesday and see if they have an attorney for you to speak to.
Okay.
You can also call the courthouse to see when your court date is. It's going to be Pima County Superior Court, if in fact there is a court date for you. But if you stay in touch with your attorney, they'll let you know. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. You may not go back to the alleged victim's residence or work. I don't know where this incident was alleged to have occurred, whether it was your home or their home. However, if it was your home, you're welcome to go back home. You just can't go to the alleged victim's residence or workplace. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
On the misdemeanor charges, sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You're going to have court on this case on April 1st, 10:30 a.m. in front of Judge Foreman. Same conditions of release, sir. No contact with the alleged victims. You can't go to their residence or workplace. All right, sir?
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
You're excused.
Manuel?
Which one's continuance? This one is? Did we skip? Sir, your name, please?
Manuel Ceballos.
All right, Mr. Ceballos, I'm going to continue this over the defense objection. You're going to see a judge tonight at 7 p.m., sir. Pretrial's asking for more time, and that's still within the 24 hours that you must be seen by a judge. So I'm going to grant them again that time over the defense. You'll come back in about 9 or 10 hours, sir. All right? Your excuse, sir.
Castillo, Castillo. Castillo. Brandon Castillo.
Your name, please?
Alexis.
Okay. Yeah, we having a hard time with Mr. Castillo?
Mm.
All right.
I think they just thought he was the one that was continued, so they're bringing him in now.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Sarah. All right, thank you. All right. You're Miss Cordova, ma'am? No, you're Miss.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second then. I was not prepared for that, but I will be. Right. Ma'am, have you heard of the steps court yet?
We're dismissing this one, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Castillo. Castillo.
Ms. Cordova? Hold on. This can be refiled, ma'am, within 7 years of the state's dismissal. I can't guarantee you anything, although I have not personally seen them do that very often. That being said, it's possible that they can refile this within 7 years. Ma'am, if you believe that you need some help with drugs, and I don't want to do that or not, but if you believe that some help might be beneficial to you, there's a building outside of the jail when you're released this morning. Actually, jail, is the transition center open on Sundays? Probably not, huh?
Transition center?
Yeah.
He's asking if they're willing to make it.
Does
I believe so.
does anyone know if the transition center is open on Sundays?
We're not sure, Judge.
Well, Ms. Cordova, if it is open on Sundays and you do feel like you could use some help, if you follow the blue line when you leave the jail, it'll lead you to a building called the Transition Center. There's a lot of services there. Sadly, I don't know if it's open on Sundays. Not that you want to come back to the jail on Monday to go to the Transition Center, but you could do that if you felt like you needed to. Otherwise, ma'am, this case is dismissed, all right?
Your Honor, for Mr. Castillo, could we do him last due to him having a medical condition?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're gonna go back. Okay.
I mean, we can continue it too if we need to.
You guys want to or not?
It's up to you.
Hey, man. But stuff.
Your name, please, sir?
Brian Durante.
Mr. Durante, I'm seeing you on one count of stalking, one count of shoplifting. State's asking for a $10,000 bond. Mr. Gizian.
Is it a felony or misdemeanor?
So the stalking is a felony.
I fully
So yeah, everyone, you have the right to remain silent. I've reviewed the statement of probable cause from the police. I found probable cause for these charges. It's really wise to not litigate the facts in front of the judge because the prosecutor is present and everything you say is being recorded and actually broadcast to the world. So it's best if you don't speak regarding the facts of the cases. So Mr. Durante, the state's asking for a $10,000 bond. Mr. Kezian, my inclination was a $10,000 bond prior to seeing the state's recommendation. Did you want to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, can I have a moment to speak with Mr. Durante, though, Your Honor?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm asking for release to pretrial services. Mr. Durante is unemployed. He's been homeless for about a year, and he is a veteran. For those reasons, Your Honor, I am asking for release to pretrial services.
Thank you. Easy. Mr. Durante, I'll lower my initial inclination to $5,000. Cash secured. You're gonna have court April 1st at 1:30 p.m. That court date's unlikely to go. Speak to your attorney about what that looks like. No contact with the alleged victim. You can't go to wherever the victim resides or
where is that?
or if you don't know, that's probably best because you can't go there, sir. So sir, with that, you're excused. I'm not going to relitigate whether or not I found probable cause on these charges.
Judge, I'm sorry. I think I missed which office was appointed.
Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. PD.
Thank you, Judge.
Your name, please? I'm
I heard
sorry, I
myself.
didn't catch that. Is it Ryan Grace?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
I am seeing you on charges of Maricopa County Superior Court. This is 16 counts of false statements to obtain a benefit, 1 count of fraud and scheme, and 1 count of theft. So there's a warrant, sir, out of Maricopa for $1,200 cash or secured. I'm going to honor that request. We're going to set a review hearing, sir, for April 22nd at 9 a.m. Essentially just to make sure that Maricopa County does come and get you within 72 hours. If they don't, then you will be released on your promise to go to court in Maricopa County. All right, sir? Otherwise, you can post that bond and be released immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Griffin? What was the bonds? Thank you.
Your name, please, sir?
Damon Griffin, sir.
Mr. Griffin, you on charges of discharging a firearm in city limits and weapons misconduct. The state's asking for a $10,000 bond. I did not have time to review this case beforehand, so give me 1 second, sir. All right, so Mr. Keezy, I am inclined to hold Mr. Griffin on some kind of a bond, given his charges for armed robbery and unlawful means of transportation that occurred that long ago, and the new charges of firearms misconduct and discharging a firearm in city limits. State's asking for $10,000 bond. Did you want to be heard regarding the bond that I do intend on setting, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, and Mr. Griffin is indicating he might have a question, so I'm just going to answer that really quickly.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I am asking for something closer to $1,000 bond. Even with that, Mr. Griffin is highly unlikely to be able to post even that. I'll note he has no recent failures to appear. He does have employment as an installer. He is a lifelong Tucson resident. He does have housing and he does have friends and family here in town. So he does have significant community ties here, such that I don't think that he would be a flight risk if and when he is asked to be, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Griffin, I'm more concerned about the community right now. I'm going to hold you on a $5,000 cash or secured bond. Your next court date, sir, is going to be April 13th at 1:30 p.m. And I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you, sir. And with that, you're excused, sir.
Your Honor, I believe that's outside of the 10 days.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Sarah. April 1st. I typed it in wrong. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Judge.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Lisa Hyder.
Hyder, I'm seeing you on felony charges as well as city court charges. The felony case, ma'am, is possession of a narcotic drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. Ma'am, have you heard of the Steps Court yet?
I have not.
All right, so this information is for you, Ms. Hyder, as well as for those of you who might also be here on simple possession cases. Folks, Ms. Hyder, when you're here on a simple possession case, the state can sometimes offer you to do a steps screening. That's a program where if you feel like you might benefit from some drug counseling and you do that drug counseling as required by Superior Court, the state will dismiss the possession charge. Are you interested in that?
Yes.
I'm gonna set a steps screening for March 3rd. Sarah, do you have time?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna set a preliminary hearing on May 6th. Don't worry about that May 6th court date right now, ma'am. What you need to worry about is that steps screening on March 31st. And I don't mean to worry, like concern yourself with it. I mean you need to go. If you want
Okay.
to
I'm definitely going to.
have to go to this screening on March 31st. I'm gonna appoint the public defender's office and release you on your release you to pretrial services, ma'am, all right?
Thank you.
Report cases, ma'am, of not guilty on your behalf. I am going to release you on your promise to appear. These are for charges of theft, shoplifting, and paraphernalia. I'm going to order you not to go back to whatever incident location you're alleged to have shoplifted from. Your court date's going to be in front of Judge Bond on April 22nd at 2 p.m. So unfortunately, ma'am, you've got two different court dates. The most important one right now, ma'am, is that step screening, and Sarah's written that down for you, that date.
Okay. All right.
With the pleas of not guilty, I said that already on the city court case, ma'am, and with that, you're excused.
There's.
Your name, please, sir?
Andrew Jason Harris.
Mr. Harrison, seeing you on 4 counts. Sorry, 3 counts of disorderly conduct, domestic violence, 1 count of criminal damage. Hold on, let me go back. Looks like, sir, I'm seeing you on misdemeanors and felonies. I didn't catch that. Give me 1 second. The felony count, sir, is possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. Sir, you've now heard of the STEPS program. Are you interested in that?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do a STEPS screening then on March 31st at 9 a.m. Again, sir, you absolutely have to go to that if you want to be considered for that program. Understood?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to set a preliminary hearing on May 6th. Do not concern yourself with that court date right now. Concern yourself with that STEPS screening. I'm going to release you to pretrial services, sir, and appoint the public defender's office to represent you. All right?
All right.
Let me turn to the misdemeanor matter. On the misdemeanor matter, sir, this is a charge of disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and criminal damage, domestic violence. Give me 1 minute, sir. Sarah, why don't you talk to Mr. Scott real quick, or Mr. Harris real quick? If I ordered him not to go back to the incident location, the home where where the criminal damage occurred, would that be a problem for him? I just don't understand where this occurred.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, he has indicated that would be an issue. That is his home. However, he has indicated that the victim does not reside there.
All right. So I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim, but I will not indicate that you cannot go back to your home, sir. Your court date in Oro Valley, sir, is going to be on April 22nd at 10:30 a.m. That's going to be an arraignment in Oro Valley City Court. I'm going to release you on your promise to go to that court date. All right, sir?
Sure.
All right, sir. With that, you're excused.
Hernandez.
Your name, please.
I'm Abigail Hernandez.
Charges as well as city court charges. The felony charges, ma'am, are possession of a narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia. State's asking for a $1,000 bond. There's an allegation, ma'am, that you had, let me see here. I believe there's an allegation that you have an open felony case. As well as.
No, Judge, it was the misdemeanor warrants. Why I recommended that. They're pretty old.
Thank you. All right. So my inclination, Peter, would be to release her to pretrial services. Did you want to make a record?
No, Judge, that's fine if that's your inclination.
So, Ms. Hernandez, we're going to give you another opportunity to actually show up to court. You've now heard of the steps in case. Are you interested in doing that?
Screening, yeah.
Okay. The screening, yeah. So we'll do a step screening on March 31st at 9 a.m. You're going to have a preliminary hearing on May 6th at 1:30 p.m. Don't worry about that date. Worry about or concern yourself with that March 31st date. You got to go to that, okay?
Okay, well,
I'm going to the public defender's office to represent you on these charges, ma'am. On the city court case that Mr. Goodman alluded to, ma'am, you have to deal with these. Otherwise, every time your name gets run, they're going to see a warrant for your arrest and you're going to be picked up and brought back to jail again. I'm going to release you, ma'am, on your promise to go to court in front of Judge Maldonado. That's going to be on April 23rd at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
And with that, ma'am, you're excused. Enter pleas of not guilty in your behalf on the city court cases. And with that, you're excused.
Thank you. So, okay.
Johnson.
Your name, please, sir.
Montgomery Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm seeing you on a charge of aggravated DUI for driving under the influence with a suspended license due to DUI. The state's asking for a $7,500 bond. Counsel, I'm inclined to impose a bond. Did you want to be heard, Sarah, before I consider release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I have a moment to speak with Mr. Johnson, though?
Okay. Hey, Clarissa, I don't see a pretrial workup for Mr. Johnson, actually. I got here at 7:30, but I didn't have time to look at all of these yet. And I just don't see it. Am I missing it?
Okay, let me see if it got kicked out of review.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it did get kicked out of review.
It did? Okay.
Yes, it should be available now.
Refresh. Thank you. All right, Sarah, did you want to be heard? Okay, she's still muted. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Apologies for that. Your Honor, I'm asking for a more nominal bond. He is a level 1 nonviolent on the PCA, on the NCA FTA scale. He does have housing, he does have employment, and he does have friends and family here in town. Notably, his sister is here in town. For those reasons, Your Honor, I would ask for something closer to maybe $1,500 in bond.
I'm concerned because the employment he lists is that of a bus driver and suspended license for DUIs plus a new DUI on top of the suspended license open cases. Mr. Johnson, I'm going to hold you on a $5,000 cash secured bond. You can relitigate this at a future date. I'm going to set that date for April 1st at 1:30 p.m. Going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir. If you do post bond, sir, no alcohol, no illegal drugs. I know that alcohol is legal, but while you're pending these charges, sir, I'm going to order no alcohol. Again, you can relitigate that at a future time as well with a different judge. With that, sir, you're excused.
Okay. So.
Okay. Okay.
Your name, please, sir.
Daniel Lopez de Moore.
Mr. Limon, I'm seeing you on charges of sales of narcotic drugs and the possession of a firearm during a drug offense. The state's asking for a $10,000 bond. Law enforcement is also asking for a high bond on this case, sir. My inclination before I saw the state's recommendation was also a $10,000 bond. Mr. Keegan, did you want to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. I am still going to ask for release to pretrial services. He is a 2 and a 1 on the NCAA scale with a level 1 nonviolent. He has no history whatsoever, no felony history, no misdemeanor history, no violent current or historical convictions, no failures to appear. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson, and he is a full-time student. He is only 18 years old. For those reasons, Your Honor, I am asking for release to pretrial services.
I have some concerns for the community's sake. I'm going to do the $10,000 cash and secured bond. Mr. Limon, if you do post that bond, you are ordered not to possess firearms. You must surrender any firearms or weapons, any firearms to TPD or PCSO within 24 hours of your release. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and I'm going to set a court date of April 1st at 1:30 p.m.
Yes, sir.
That's your excuse. Thank you. Name, please.
Anaya Kelsman.
All right, ma'am. I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated assault on a police officer and resisting arrest. State's asking that I release you. That was my inclination. I'm going to release you, ma'am, to pretrial services. Your next court date, ma'am, is going to be April 13th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. That April 13th date is unlikely to go, so please stay in touch with pretrial services as well as your attorney, and they'll tell you if and when you have a subsequent court date you must attend. All right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you're excused.
You're excused. Just come back over here. Take a seat. 22. Nice. Yeah, thanks, Stacy, right there. Good. Good thing is- Can you see the judge? Can you see right there?
May I please, ma'am, are you Miss Leeson?
Yeah.
Ms. Leeson, the state asking that I dismiss these charges without prejudice.
Okay.
Ma'am, you have somewhere safe to go when you're released today?
Yeah.
You do?
Um,
You
yeah.
don't sound very good, ma'am. I just want to make sure you're safe out there.
Okay.
And there's not much I can do about that. If you need to go to the emergency room, certainly feel free to do that when you're released, ma'am. If you're
Okay.
if you're going to start using the moment you're released, about any overdose risk, please understand that if you've been withdrawing and you start, it could be very, very bad for you. All right, ma'am? All right, ma'am. You're excused.
Body scan.
Your name, please, sir?
David Body Scott.
There's a criminal damage, disorderly conduct involving a weapon, and leaving the scene of an accident that caused physical injury. State's asking for a $10,000 bond. My inclination was actually higher given what I had read in the interim complaint. Mr. Kezian, did you want to be heard before I impose conditions of release?
Yes, Your Honor. I am asking for release to pretrial services. He is a 1-on-1 on the NCA FTA scale. He has no history at all. He has no felonies, no misdemeanors, no failures to appear. He does have employment and he is a lifelong resident. For those reasons, Your Honor, I think he should be released to pretrial services.
I'm not entirely sure why he's a 1-on-1 given the allegations, but I will trust what pretrial services indicated and wrote down. I will not do my inclination of $20,000, Mr. Kezian, because of those arguments. I will do a $5,000 cash as secured bond, unless, Mr. Goodman, did you want to be heard further?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
$5,000 cash is secured. So you're going to court April 1st at 1:30 p.m. You are not to have contact with the alleged victims. You shall not go to their residence or workplace. You are not to possess any firearms or weapons while you're on release. You must surrender any firearms that are in your possession or ownership to TPD or PCSO within 24 hours of your release. Your court date, sir, is going to be April 1st at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Merrifield.
Your name, please, sir?
Junior Marysville.
All right, Mr. Merrifield, I'm seeing you on charges
Oh,
of possessing a deadly weapon during the commission of a felony, being a prohibited possessor, misconduct involving body armor, possession of dangerous drugs, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I also understand, counsel, that there might be, let's see, a DOC hold as well as a felony hold. Let me make sure. Well, there's definitely a DOC hold and a felony hold because Mr. Merrifield was FT8 sentencing. So any bond I impose is kind of moot. We're asking for $10,000, cash is secured. Mr. Keeson, do you have a strong objection to that?
No, Your Honor, I do think that some bond is appropriate. I just note that he does have strong community ties to Arizona.
Okay. Mr. Merrifield, the state's asking for $10,000 in lieu of a no bond hold. They have the constitutional right to ask that you be held without the ability to post bond. That being said, given that you're already being held without the ability to post bond and that you have a DOC hold, I'll do that $10,000 cash as secured bond. We're going to set court April 1st at 1:30 p.m. and appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir. And with that, sir, you're excused.
You ready?
Good morning, judges.
Can you your name, please?
Eric Redden.
Mr. Redden, I'm seeing you on charges of misconduct involving a firearm. Hold on.
It's based on mental health order, Judge. I believe.
Peter, that's what, thank you. That's right. So, Mr. Redden, I'm seeing you on charges of misconduct involving a firearm. It's basically possessing a firearm when you've been court ordered not to.
That's correct, sir.
Because of an ongoing court ordered mental health treatment. State's asking for that $10,000 bond. They have the right to ask for a no bond hold. Sarah, what's your recommendation or what's your ask?
Your Honor, I am asking for release to pretrial services. Mr. Redden is a veteran. He is disabled and connected with the VA. He does have appointments with the VA for his medical and mental health issues. He has no felony convictions. He has lived here for 6 years and he does have employment and housing. For those reasons, I am going to ask for pretrial services release, Your Honor.
I think technically he does have felony convictions if he pled guilty to a crime that he's going to be sentenced on in a day.
Yeah, correct.
I know that the state never charges being prohibited after taking a guilty plea, but I think legally speaking, they probably could, unless I'm wrong on this case law that says they can't.
If it's been accepted and entered, I would agree with the court.
Yeah. I'm not inclined to do release to pretrial services, Mr. Keesing, only because he could be held. I could do a no bond hold and then see what the state wanted to do. Peter, if I did a no bond hearing, well, I'm not going to ask you that. Peter, if I do a $1,000 cash secured bond, are you going to argue that this should be no bond instead?
No, that's fine, Judge.
We're going to split the difference, I guess, to some degree, Mr. Redden. I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash secured bond. You're going to have a preliminary hearing on April 1st at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. It looks like you have sentencing tomorrow as well. You will likely speak to your attorney about that tomorrow, and I'm not sure if it will be continued or not, sir, but you can relitigate your release conditions at a future time as well, sir, to get you back into service with the VA. Thank you for your service and your excuse, sir.
Romero, Laura. Laura. And then you're after.
Your name, please, ma'am.
All
All right. Ms. Romero, I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated DUI, child abuse, and aggravated assault. It's asking that I release you to pretrial services. That was my inclination, ma'am. I will release you to pretrial services. I'm going to appoint the PD's office. You're going to have court April 13th at 1:30 p.m. Ma'am, I'm going to order you not possess alcohol, not consume alcohol or illegal drugs while the case is ongoing, and that you do any treatment directed by pretrial services. Understood, ma'am? All right, ma'am. With that, you're excused.
Victor.
Your name, please.
Victor Romero.
All right, Mr. Romero. I'm seeing you on a few different matters in a few different courthouses. Give me a minute to pull up pretrial's report and I'll let you know exactly what I'm seeing you on. All right, sir. I am seeing you on charges of possession of paraphernalia, organized retail theft, and possession of narcotic drug. I'm also seeing you on 4 city court failure to appear warrants and 3 South Tucson failure to appear warrants. On the felony charges, sir, the state's asking for a $5,000 bond. That was actually my inclination prior to seeing the state's recommendation. Given the amount of failure to appears we have at Tekezian in different courts in the Tucson area, did you want to be heard regarding release conditions?
Yes, please.
Your Honor, I'm asking for a more nominal bond. Mr. Romero has no felony convictions, no violent history of convictions or current. He is a lifelong Arizona/Tucson resident. He is currently unemployed, so any bond is going to have the impact of a no bond for him.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Tekezian. Sir, I'll hold you on a $2,500 cash or secured bond. Appoint the PD's office and set court for April 1st at 1:30 p.m. I'm really doing this, sir, because I have a concern about your risk to appear, given that we have a combined 8 warrants from different courthouses since June of 2023. On the South Tucson case, sir, $500 cash and secured bond. You're going to have court on March 23rd. That'll be a case management conference in South Tucson City Court. Michael Vaughn to represent you on those proceedings, sir. On the city court cases, sir, I'm also going to do a $500 cash and secured bond in front of Judge Verena on March 31st. Sorry, March 31st at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the CDPD to represent you on these cases, sir. In order that if you do post bond, you can't go back to any of the incident locations where you're alleged to have trespassed. Going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir, on these city court cases. All right, sir, with that, your excuse.
Okay. Elijah? Yeah.
Your name, please, sir?
Uriah Stone.
Okay, I'm seeing you on one charge of possession of drugs for sale. Give me 1 second, sir. It's asking for a $10,000 bond. There's allegations, sir, that you were on federal probation for a felony offense at the time of these allegations. That's why the state's asking for the bond. My inclination would be a $5,000 cash secured bond. I understand this is only a allegation of hand-to-hand sales. This is not a big drug sale case. The real reasons are because of the probation case that was currently pending. Mr. Keeson, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. I would just note that he is listed on the pretrial services site as a level 1 nonviolent felony. He does not have any violent convictions, nor are these charges violent, no history of failing to appear, and he is a lifelong resident. His housing and he is employed.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, Mr. Shea, I'm going to do that $5,000 cash secured. Appoint the PD's office. Your court date, sir, is going to be on April 1st at 1:30 p.m. And I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir. And with that, you're excused.
Let's bring here until April 1st.
Hey, JL, are we going to do Mr. Castillo or is he still in medical?
Yes, Your Honor, he's here. Castillo, Governor.
Your name, please, sir?
Brandon Eric Castillo.
Mr. Castillo, I'm seeing you on charges of burglary in the third degree, organized retail theft, and aggravated shoplifting. The law enforcement officer who arrested you, sir, is asking for a high bond. State's asking for a $10,000 bond. I also have some city court matters, sir, to address. It looks like you also have a probation hold. So any bond I set is going to be kind of irrelevant, sir, because if you post that bond, you still can't be released from jail until the probation hold is lifted. So, Sarah, my inclination was that $10,000 bond cash secured. Did you want to be heard?
Your Honor, I do think that a bond is appropriate. I would ask for something a little less onerous. He is a lifelong resident. He's unemployed and homeless. So even a $1,000 bond would have the impact of another, no bond hold effectively.
Yeah, that's fair. Here, Mr. Castillo, I'll do a fine. If you post that bond, you're just wasting money because you're still going to be held in the Pima County Jail until the probation officer and the judge on that case say you can be released. All right, so don't post that bond. Don't waste money. Sir, your court date's going to be April 1st at 1:30 p.m. PD is going to be appointed. If you do post bond, sir, and you are somehow released, you are not allowed to go to any marshals. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
On a city court case, sir, at a non-transport review hearing, I'm going to release you only so that I can point the city PD and have them advocate on your behalf without your presence. All right, sir? That hearing is April 17th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Klotz. If you're somehow out of custody when April 17th rolls around, you should go to city court and see what's happening with your case, but you will not be transported. The city PD is going to let you know what's going on with your city court case after that date. All right, sir? I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf on that case, sir, and with that, your excuse. Thank you, everybody.
This is Ms. Ganton. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for March 22nd, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Prior to calling people on the stage to the podium, I'd like to read the victim rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect, the right to a speedy trial, the right to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victim rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. And with that, I'd like to call Jordan Morales to the podium, please. And if I can have Gustavo Ramirez come to the chair next to the door.
Jordan Garcia, Morales.
Yeah, hey, please give me your full name and date of birth.
Oh, Jordan Garcia Morales, 9196.
All right, thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of two different matters. The first is a new matter. You know what, before we get going, let me have the state announce.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Thank you, Ms. Gahn. So the first is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for, allegedly, 2 counts of aggravated assault, both as Class 4 felonies, 1 count of misconduct involving weapons as a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of theft as a Class 6 felony. As to all counts, the court has found that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on March 27th, followed by a preliminary hearing on March 31st, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, before I make any findings or issue any orders, I believe the state wants to be heard. And Ms. Gahn, will you be heard on both matters or just the pending?
On both matters, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So let's discuss. Let me hear your thoughts on number 1, the pending felony.
Thank you, Your Honor. And just as a preliminary matter, I believe the 2 counts of aggravated assault should actually be Class 2 felonies rather than Class 4 felonies. I think that was a booking error on the part of law enforcement. The state is asking for a $250,000 cash-only bond, along with electronic monitoring if Mr. Garcia is able to post that. He allegedly pointed a firearm at a law enforcement helicopter. He was in possession of that firearm as a prohibited possessor. He has a criminal history with 4 prior felony convictions, including 2 convictions for assisting a criminal street gang, threatening and intimidating on behalf of a gang, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. He is a documented gang member. He's currently on probation. We believe that he's a significant danger to the community and especially a safety risk to law enforcement.
Okay. And Ms. Gahn, is it a Class 2? You think it's a Class 2 because of because it involves law enforcement?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah. I'm in IA detail.
Hold on. Which ones need to change?
These.
The hollow parts.
Oh.
On the little pencil. And the notepad.
Okay, this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll write the spelling changes to me too. See? And then the other one as well. Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, no.
Press the X at the top, so just press the X
Oh,
to
X.
save anything.
All right, so,
Go to, click on the case number again, on number 1. Because the ISIS is glitching. Click on number 1, on the case card.
I'm sorry, where's the?
Do you mind if I go up there?
Yeah, no, please. Ms. Scott, thank you for your patience. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm still navigating some of the computer issues here. Oh, so you have to do it again after you do it. Okay.
So it should be saved on there for both now.
Okay. Thank you.
And then we'll go ahead and reprint those.
Okay. And I may
Okay.
make some additional changes. Why is it? Okay, there it is. All right, Ms. Khan, the record has been changed. I believe you're correct. Because it does involve law enforcement. The record has been changed to include Class 2 felonies as to both the ag assault matters. Okay, so all right, sir. As to your Ms. Gaunt, anything else that the state wants me to consider?
Not regarding to number 1, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Morales. You know what? I have you 2 different ways. I have you as Jordan Garcia and then Jordan Morales. Which one is?
Those both my last names.
Okay. Which one is the? Is it Jordan Morales Garcia or is it Jordan?
No, Jordan Garcia Morales.
Morales. Okay. All right. All right. As to this. You know what? Hold on. Did you guys print yet? Okay. Hold on. All right, Mr. Morales, as to your release conditions, the court has taken into account the state's recommendation of the $250,000 cash-only bond. The court has also considered your history as presented by the state and in the court's own research as well. My concern with the P's probable cause statement is, in addition to pointing that gun, allegedly pointing the gun at the helicopter, you then attempted to discard the weapon by throwing it over a fence. That's a concern to the court. Your criminal history doesn't help. It's for very serious, as the state mentioned, it's for very serious allegations, or I'm sorry, it's for very serious charges. Your gang participation doesn't help, and there's a concern by the court that you may also, because of your associations, you may be assisted if you wanted to flee. If you wanted to flight, you may be assisted by your associates as well. So I am going to order a bond in your matter. It is going to be a secured appearance bond. It's not going to be a cash only bond. It's going to be a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100,000. In addition, I'm also going to order electronic monitoring installed prior to your release with pretrial services. So you're going to have to report to should you be able to post that bond, you must also report to pretrial services and have the electronic monitoring device installed. You can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victims. In this case, as always, you're not allowed to possess a firearm. And if you are able to post a bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. As to your second matter, number 4 on the calendar, the CR 2016 matter, it is a probation violation warrant. It is for a class 3 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. If I didn't say it on the previous matter, I have appointed an attorney to represent you in both matters. As to your probation matter, your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on March 30th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. In the probation violation matter, you are looking at a term 1 violation. And what a term 1 violation means for you and for everybody, the first term on everybody's probation is to not commit new offenses while on probation. That's term 1. So when I say term 1 violation, it's for the previous offense that you are being charged with. So as to the release conditions in your probation matter, I'd like to hear from the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would request that Mr. Garcia Morales be held non-bondable pursuant to Rule 7.2C. Given the serious nature of the new charges, quite frankly, as well as the serious nature of the offense for which he's currently on probation, we believe that there is a reasonable probability that he will suffer a term of incarceration. Thank you.
Thank you, and I share the belief that he will, that there is a possibility of DOC incarceration. And even with that, I am going to find you, sir. I'm going to find you bondable in your probation violation matter, and that bond is going to be, it's a secured appearance bond, and that's going to be in addition to the bond posted or imposed in the other matter as well. And I'm going to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post bond in in both of these matters, again, you're going to be fitted with an electronic monitoring device. You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. There are additional release conditions that I have not gone over with you, but all of which are going to be provided to you in the paperwork you're about to receive.
Commissioner, I'm sorry to interrupt. For the first one, was the bond amount 75 or 100?
100.
It's 75.
Oh, why didn't I? Okay. All right, Ms. Gunn, I'm gonna be giving the defendant his paperwork here shortly. Is there anything else?
No, sir. Oh,
No, from the state.
Oh, my bad.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, then you may be excused this matter.
Right.
You'll be getting your paperwork here shortly. Gustavo Ramirez, please, to the podium. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Gustavo Ramirez, 103189.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of a probation violation warrant stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing on March 30th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court notes the fact that this is your first petition to revoke, that you had been doing what you were supposed to prior to that. And the court, that does carry a lot of weight with the court. And it also carried a lot of weight with the judge that issued the warrant. He requested that no bond be set in this matter, and I'm going to follow that recommendation of setting no bond. So as such, as long as you promise this court that you're going to appear on your own on March 30th, I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you so promise?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The reason I couldn't go is because I was at the hospital, and I got to go and get stitches after this one too. So.
Okay. Well, now you'll be able to. You'll be released as soon as as soon as they can process you out. There are additional release conditions that you must also abide by. One of which I'd like to stress is they're all important, but one of which I'd like to stress is to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. The rest of everything that I mentioned, including the orders that I have not gone over, you're going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Service to the left.
And if I can have Ariana Beltran come to the podium, please.
Hello.
Good morning, Ms. Beltran. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Ariana Beltran, May 21st, 2000.
Thank you very much. Ms. Beltran, you're here on two different matters. The first is a new matter, and the second is a probation violation matter. So let's start with the new matter first. It is a new case stemming from the Santan Justice Court. It is for allegedly 3 counts of disorderly conduct. All 3 of those counts are Class 1 misdemeanors. As to all 3 counts, I have found probable cause to exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on April 7th at 9 a.m. in the Santan Justice Court, the address of which is going to be in the paperwork you're about to receive. As to your release conditions on this matter, I got to talk to you about it collectively because you are on probation for something else, but you are also on probation for a misdemeanor matter. And anytime somebody violates their probation, that's a term 1 violation. You may have heard me talk about it with one of the previous folks in front of me here today. So as a term 1 violation, you're not supposed to commit new offenses while on probation. My options range from releasing you on your own recognizance to imposing a bond to electronic monitoring and so forth. In your case, with the probation matter and now with this new offense, I am taking into account that no one was hurt, no one was injured as a result of your alleged actions, and so I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance on the new matter, as long as you promise to appear on your own on March 30th in the in the Santan Justice Court. Do you so promise?
Yes, I promise, sir.
Okay. Then it is ordered releasing you on this matter in your own recognizance. As to your second matter, number 5 on the calendar, it is for the probation violation warrant. For a term 1 violation. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter, in your probation matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on March 30th, also on March 30th. So you're going to have to coordinate with your probation officer the fact that you got to be in two different courts at roughly around the same time. So like, one of your release conditions is going to be to contact your PO within 72 hours of your release and try to coordinate that out as well. So you don't end up getting a bench warrant and for not showing up in one of your cases, because you literally can't be in 2 places once. But that's something that you need to coordinate with your probation officer. Okay. Unless we get a different dates.
For what, I'm sorry?
So for number 2 and 5.
No, you would have to contact that specific.
But you know what? That was my mistake. I saw March 30th on. That was my mistake. They're not on they're not at the same dates.
Okay.
I was looking at something. So your new matter is April 7th at 9 a.m. in the Santan Justice Court, and your probation matter is March 30th in the downtown Superior Court at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, so scratch what I just said. I thought maybe there were conflicting dates. So go to your March 30th first, and then April 7th for the other one. I have looked at I've taken into account your probation violation history. It's very minor. I mean, you so far it looks like you were doing what you were supposed to on probation, minus this new alleged glitch here. So I'm gonna, for the probation matter, I'm gonna go ahead and release you on your own recognizance as well. I'm not gonna, as to both matters, there are release conditions that I have not gone over, but they're gonna be included for you in writing. But as to both matters, the one release condition that I have to, stress upon you is to contact your probation within 72 hours. Ideally, the first call you should make Monday morning at 8:01 a.m. is to your PO.
Okay.
So he or she can update their file and talk to you about what's going on moving forward.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to order release. If I didn't already, I'm going to order you released on your own recognizance on your probation violation matter as well. You should be getting paperwork as to both matters here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Proceed to your left.
And I think with that, we are concluded on the 11 o'clock calendar.